People think quitting gambling is just about willpower. Just stop placing bets, right? Easy. But here's the truth. If it were that simple, millions of us wouldn't be stuck in this cycle. There's a reason it feels impossible sometimes. And in this video, I'll explain exactly why and what helped me finally start breaking free. Gambling isn't just a bad habit you can simply decide to quit. It's much more complex than that. It's an entire system, carefully engineered to keep you coming back for more. Think about it. Casinos, betting apps, and online games aren't just about luck or entertainment. They're built from the ground up using advanced psychology and neuroscience, all with one goal in mind: to manipulate your brain's reward system. Every time you get an almost win, see those flashing lights or hear the sound of coins dropping, your brain releases dopamine, the same powerful chemical involved in drug addiction. This isn't just about having fun or chasing a thrill. It's about your brain chemistry being hijacked by a system that knows exactly how to keep you engaged. The designers of these games study human behavior, using colors, sounds, and unpredictable rewards to make the experience as addictive as possible. So if you've ever felt like you couldn't stop, it's not because you're weak. It's because you're up against a system that's been perfected to override your willpower. Breaking free isn't just about self-control. It often requires support, understanding, and sometimes professional help. When you gamble over time, your brain gets rewired. Things that used to bring joy, hobbies, relationships, even food, start to feel dull. Gambling becomes the only thing that brings excitement or relief. And when you try to stop, your brain craves the rush it's used to getting. This is why urges feel so intense, and why quitting can feel like you're losing your only coping tool. Here's what no one told me. Gambling isn't just a money addiction, it's an emotional one. I gambled when I was stressed, when I was bored, when I was lonely. It became my way to escape reality, to feel something. Take that away and suddenly, you're left face to face with all the emotions you've been avoiding. That's why it feels so overwhelming. Willpower might get you through a few hours, maybe even a few days, but eventually, it runs out. Think about it. Willpower is like a battery. At first, it's fully charged, and you feel strong, determined, and ready to take on any challenge. But as the day goes on, as stress builds up, and as temptations keep coming at you from every direction, your battery drains. You're not just fighting a single urge in a vacuum. You're up against a system that's designed to keep you hooked, whether it's social media, junk food, or old habits that are hard to break. The world around us is full of triggers, and relying on sheer discipline alone is like trying to hold back a river with your bare hands. That's why you need more than just discipline. You need a real plan, a strategy that anticipates your weak moments and helps you navigate them. You need support from people who understand what you're going through, and you need to be honest with yourself about your limits. For me, recovery truly began when I stopped trying to be strong all the time. Instead, I started building a structure around my life, setting up blockers, creating routines, and surrounding myself with people I could be honest with. That's when real change started to happen. When I look back on my journey, I realized that sheer willpower wasn't what made the biggest difference. In fact, relying on willpower alone often left me feeling exhausted and defeated. Instead, there were a handful of practical steps and supportive habits that truly moved the needle for me. These strategies didn't just help me resist temptation in the moment, they actually made the process feel more manageable, and over time they built up my confidence that real change was possible. Here are a few things that helped me far more than willpower ever did. First, using blocking apps like BetBlocker or Gamban, or signing up for self-exclusion programs, was a game changer. These tools created a barrier between me and my triggers, making it much harder to act on impulse. Setting up these digital boundaries gave me a sense of control and made it easier to pause and reconsider my choices, especially during moments of weakness. Second, opening up to someone I trusted made a huge difference. Telling a friend or family member about my struggles brought a sense of accountability that I never had before. Knowing that someone else was rooting for me and that I could check in with them helped me stay on track. Sometimes just having someone listen without judgment was enough to keep me going. Third, I started planning for urges before they even happened. I wrote down specific steps I could take whenever a craving hit, like going for a walk, calling a friend, or distracting myself with a hobby. Having a plan in place made the urges feel less overwhelming, and it gave me a sense of preparedness that reduced my anxiety. Fourth, I made daily check-ins a habit. Whether it was journaling my thoughts and feelings, or recording a quick 60-second voice note on my phone, these daily reflections helped me track my progress and notice patterns. Over time, I could see how far I'd come, and that motivated me to keep going, even on tough days. And fifth, consuming content like this, recovery stories, motivational videos, and podcasts, reminded me that I wasn't alone. Hearing about others who had faced similar struggles and come out the other side gave me hope. It made me realize that setbacks didn't mean I was broken, they were just part of the process. Ultimately, it's not about never feeling the urge. Urges are a normal part of recovery. What matters most is having the tools and strategies to respond in a healthy way when those urges hit. With the right support and habits, you can learn to navigate cravings and keep moving forward one day at a time. If you've tried to quit gambling and failed, it doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're human, and the game is rigged against you. But you can unlearn it. You can take your power back, and you don't have to do it alone. Subscribe to Bet Free for weekly support, real tools, and honest stories from someone who's been there. You're not alone, you're not broken, and you can quit. One day, one choice at a time.